Hello best friend and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fabulous day. If this is the first time you're watching my channel, my name is Sebastian and I welcome you guys with open arms. I do pop culture videos every single day, honey. So listen, if you're looking for a new messy best friend who uploads every single day, 5 to 6 videos, everything is current, girl. I do not serve cold tea in this tea channel, okay? In this friends, or consider me like your Care Bear, but like tea version, bitch. I'm like the tea version Care Bear. You know what I mean? So that's me, bitch. Listen, welcome back to my channel. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. I would be very, very grateful. It takes 2 seconds and it really helps me out so much. We gotta talk because shout out to Dumois. Oh my God, I always say it wrong. I think it's Dumois. No, it's Dumois. No, it's Dumois. It's Dumois. It's Dumois. Listen, let me tell you guys something. Dumois is this entity, if you will, of tea. It's like the source. It's like Gatorade. You know what I mean? It's like energy. No one knows who this person is. No one knows anything. All we know is that the tea is hot, honey. So make sure to follow them on Instagram, on TikTok. They have a podcast. And I'm going to link their things in the description. And they posted this conversation with NT Lori, which is also this like anonymous tea. Amazing. They run crazy days and nights. So shout out to both of them. And they were talking about Justin Bieber and all of these like, oh wow things. Okay. So I'm going to play you guys the clip real quick here, and then we can talk.
Someone wants to know, NT always says Justin cheats on Hailey. Please have him elaborate.
You know, I don't think I've said it in a while.
I don't talk about her, but I was curious. I've never heard you say that.
If you guys remember back in the day, I got tired of writing blinds because he'd be with Selena one day or one week, and the next week he'd be with somebody else, and it was just this kind of cheating kind of thing. And I think he had that same mentality with Hailey at the beginning that doesn't really exist now. And I think that Hailey was somebody who was willing to put up with it because she had put up with it at the beginning before they got married and stuff. It was kind of the way that the relationship was established. And I think it's completely different than that now. I do think that they have a very unique relationship. I think that it's stronger than some people think. I think that she doesn't really care so much about the Selena stuff as much as she used to.
So listen, make sure to check out their podcast because, girl, the tea that's in there is insane. But that part, girl, let me tell you something. Every single day, right? Every single day, there's a lot of things that come out of Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber, right? And let me tell you guys something, okay? Everything that comes out makes Hailey Bieber not look great, okay? In this case, Justin Bieber, there's said that there have been a lot of blind items when he was with Selena, that allegedly he was cheating a lot, and then there was some blind items in the beginning of the relationship with Hailey. He was cheating on her as well, allegedly. And then it kind of stopped, but then they have like their own special little relationship that, it's very mysterious, and Hailey Bieber has put up with a lot, right? So let me tell you guys something. I've been reading some comments and I've been really thinking about it, and I'm like, Justin Bieber, for me, you take this kid, he was 13 years old, you put him into stardom, he was like a little Michael Jackson, in his time. I mean, no one compares to Michael Jackson's fame, but I mean, he Justin Bieber was everywhere. I mean, bitch, you could not go to the fucking retirement house, the grocery store, fucking, I don't know, bitch, the aquarium, even the fucking dolphins were like, did you hear about Justin Bieber? The whale over there dancing a baby, I mean, it's like crazy, right? So here's the thing, that Justin Bieber, I think, grew up in that atmosphere of, the world is in your fingertips, boo. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do, right? When you want to do it. You have yes people all around you. Everything you do is perfect. You don't know anything else but that. So you think you could also get away with that in relationships, right? So if the cheating allegations are true, it says a lot about how his upbringing, in my opinion, rolled into his, growing up, because I feel like he thinks in his mind he can snap his fingers and do whatever the fuck he wants to do because he's always going to be celebrated and there's always going to be a standing ovation in his honor, right? So Selena Gomez, she was like, girl, I'm so sorry. I love you and all, but you need to go, boo. You need to go because Selena Gomez has like this thing called dignity. And like, here's the thing though, like, I mean, it's up to you. I don't judge anyone, but like, if someone continuously hurting you, you do have to kind of stand up and think like, you know what, girl, at some point it is really like it's really causing me to have very low self-esteem and no dignity. And Selena Gomez was going through her own shit, you know, mentally, physically, that, you know, I really feel like she's like, you know what, I need to work on myself. We need to go. Obviously, it's very, very public that their relationship was incredibly toxic. But now we're learning a little bit more about why it might be that toxic, right? And there's always been rumors. This is nothing new. But what surprised me is that Hailey Bieber stayed. And that this was happening allegedly right in the beginning of their relationship as well. And the reason, of course, everyone will jump into this almost the same conclusion by saying, well, you know, the only reason she stayed is because her obsession with wanting to be Mrs. Bieber, wanting to have that name, wanting to have that in society, wanting to have that level up. Because once you get with Justin Bieber, your career, your life, your everything automatically levels you up, right? She was holding on this like higher level when she was always out and about with the Jenner Kardashian girls. You would think she was Kylie Jenner's shadow, honey, because everywhere you go, girl, there was Hailey Bieber, honey. She was in the back, you know, carrying her Kylie's train, the purses, bitch. She was the assistant. No, she wasn't an assistant, but yeah, everywhere Kylie went, her freaking Hailey Bieber went. You know what I mean? So, anyways, right? What was I saying, bitch? So Hailey Bieber stayed, right? And here's the thing that really kind of makes me wonder, because, you know, this in the podcast they mentioned that, you know, they have their own kind of like relationship, they have their own thing. I'm here thinking something to myself. I'm thinking that Hailey, but this is my opinion, so of course this is alleged, bitch. But I'm thinking that Hailey Bieber was like, you know what? Do whatever you want to do. Just, you know, don't let me find out about it, and don't get caught. You know what I mean? There's a lot of marriages with open relationships, but of course, when you add being known worldwide famous, that it's not that easy, right? And I think that Hailey Bieber is the you know, that wife that you see on movies and TVs, that her husband has such, like, maybe he's like a politician or just someone super important and rich, and they just tend to always look the other way because, you know, they know that if they confront or whatever, the husband is probably gonna be like, you know, I'd rather be with this one than with you, so get the fuck out. You know what I mean? That's giving me that type of vibes. And I think that's why Hailey Bieber is so rushing to get her career out of, you know, the ground, because maybe she knows deep down inside that this won't last forever. Of course, again, I will repeat it, this is my opinion, these are my theories, so of course this is alleged, does not mean it's true, but this is what my energy is picking up. I really think that she's desperately trying to find, you know, make a name for herself, because maybe she knows that this is not going to last long. Now listen, if they have some kind of open marriage agreement, then it is what it is. If they have some kind of understanding, it is what it is. If they're monogamous together, it is what it is. We will never know because we're not in that marriage. But the only thing that I feel like we can do is, you know, what we do best is speculate, is think about, you know, what we get is what the ideas that we come up with. And what we get is a miserable looking Justin Bieber, is Hailey Bieber, you know, trying to do whatever it takes to get her, you know, company off the ground. And every single time we see Justin, he looks miserable. So of course we're gonna come up with our own conclusions. So everything that is coming out, all of these blind items, all of these opinions, it starts to make sense, because it's like, okay, like, you know, he doesn't look that happy or engaged or, you know, or mentally to this situation, and all we see her do is just, you know, work, promote, you know, make a name for herself. And the last time she posted anything about Justin was in March, or yeah, March 30 something, I think, March whatever. So I just found it so interesting. I do maybe now, I mean, it kind of makes sense that maybe they do have some kind of agreement. You know, maybe Justin is very, like, you know, in his own world right now. All I know is that I'm glad Selena left. I'm not saying Justin is a bad person or anything. I'm just saying that when you're going through your own things, you guys, and this is like a life lesson, when you're going through your own things, mentally and physically and spiritually, you have to get away from somebody who is also going through their own journey. Because let me tell you guys something, when your journey is taking you to places mentally that is draining you, and it's forcing you to really take time for yourself and really dig deep and go to dark places. If you have somebody that you are in a relationship with, going through the same thing, it can get very toxic. And I think that's what happened with Selena and Justin at that point. I think they were both going through their own journeys, and I think it got very, very toxic. I think that when you're going through a journey, you need somebody who is willing to be there for you, who is willing to maybe leave their things on the side for a second and be there for you. And I think that's one of the reasons why Hailey Bieber gets so much criticism, is because a lot of fans are like, you know, how come every time he goes out, he looks so miserable? How come you don't take the back door? How come he has to go out? How come you don't take a second and just take some time off and dedicate it to him? You know, she gets criticized a lot for this, but at some point, you know, you also have to think, you know, Justin is an adult, you know, I believe he makes his own decisions, but I do think that there's definitely a lot of things that they could be doing different in order for Justin to feel in a safer place and not look so miserable every time he goes out. So that's what I think. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Again, shout out to Demoy, and to NT. And I love you all so much. I'm very grateful for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye.